Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ryan Rice. My goal today is to catch 10 fish, so I'm going to cross my fingers. I hope I get 10 fish today and just come out and have some fun. So come along for the ride and let's get after it. Just that sunrise coming over the horizon is just some of the beautiful things being on a kayak is all about. I mean, just having that to yourself in the morning with nobody else on the water with you is just priceless. I think this week is going to be a little bit different. The water temperature went down about almost 7 degrees. We've had some colder weather come in again. Right now we're in the 40s, so I think it shut down the top water action. I don't see any going on right now. So today we got the crankbait lipless. Actually, lipless ain't tied on, but it's on my tackle box. Crankbait lipless, underspin, shaky head, and the Senko is what we're gonna roll with today. And I do have the top water plug tied on right now, so we'll gotta see if we can get any action. We're still gonna cast it out, see if we get any top water action yet. Tell you, you gotta love a good top water bite though. The main thing when you tie in a plug is make sure you do a loop knot. Do not tie directly to the eye of the bait. Well, we do have a large stork over there, so maybe there's some bait fish over here. All right, guys, fish on. That was a light bump. Light bump. There. Oh. Well, thanks for unhooking yourself. Relax. Relax. Stop getting us all slimy here. Come here. Alright. It's a nice little fish for the morning. Let's get a measurement on him, see how big he is. Alright, we got 16 1/4, guys. Get a little selfie, would you? Alright guys, fish number 1 out of 10 that we want to get today. We need to get 9 more. Let's go. Alright guys, fish on again on the Senko. Relax there, Tonto. Not a big one. We just lost him. That was stupid on my part. That was stupid. Well, that was fish number 2 technically. We just didn't get him in the boat. Have a net right in front of me, and of course I don't use it like a moron. So I'm gonna count that as fish number 2. We had it to the boat, just not in the boat. Talk about fishing blind right into the sun. Whew. It's even hard to cast right now, but it's definitely a beautiful sight. Sun will warm things up. Hopefully we can go back to cranking. But for right now, we are doing the Senko. We're gonna try something even slower than the shaky head right now. This way it kind of floats down and hits to these fish. Seems like right now they don't like things too fast in the morning. Seems like they're liking a slower approach until the water warms up. All right guys, fish on. I'm gonna use the net. Get over here. All right, we got this one in the net. Didn't make that same mistake twice. They're holding right on the banks again. Right along the pads. Get a quick measurement out of you, see how big you are. Alright, we got 16 of them. Alright guys, fish number 3. Alright. All right, we got fish number 3, 2 in the boat. Pretty much all the same size. They look like about 16 inches or so. So nothing super huge, but they like the Senko. You know, the Senko is a good bait to use all year round though, that's for sure. But I like using it a lot first thing in the morning, more than towards the end of the day. This seems like when the water's a little colder, it's easier to catch them on the Senko, I think, just because it's a slow dropping bait. Well, it's a good start. So we got 3 caught so far. We need to get 7 more to get to where I want to be today as far as my personal challenge. I like doing the 10 fish challenge because some days, man, you can come out and not catch nothing. So I think when you kind of force yourself to do a challenge, I think you concentrate a little bit, you know, a little bit more and take it a little bit more seriously. So I like doing these like little challenges for myself. You know, if I don't meet it, it's not a big deal, but at the same time, I feel like when you do meet it and you accomplish your task, it's, you know, it's fulfillment. Well, we just got robbed of the Senko. We're not using a band around it, but with the Zinkerz from Zman, I usually don't, just for the simple fact that with the Elastec stuff, I don't usually put, you know, it's pretty durable, so I don't usually put a, you know, an O-ring around it. So, but you know, with the O-ring on it, I think you have less chance of it getting stolen and probably more of a hookup ratio, but it's okay. But we are using the Zinkerz and Green Pumpkin from Zman. Just had some nibbles and I probably pulled it too quick. So either it's a small bass or it's a big bass that doesn't want to commit. Let's try again. Yeah, I probably lost my opportunity at that fish. You're gonna come probably back after it. It's definitely tough casting into the sun. All right, guys. Nothing big, but right at the bank again. Or right at the pads. Well, about the same size. All right, relax there, Tonto. Relax, relax, relax. Relax. Looks like another 16-incher. It's fish number 4. Loving the Senko this morning. It's actually smaller. All right, 15 3/4. All right, that's fish number 3 in the boat, and number 4 for our challenge. It's funny how they're all like the same size. I mean, that's 4 16-inch fish. It's just crazy that there's that many of the same size in the same area, you know. So another one, I literally just threw it right on the pads, and he came up and grabbed it and took it right off my hook. So they are holding right on the pads. Nibble, but didn't take it. All right, guys, we got 4 in a Senko to start. It's only it's 7:46. We're about an hour and 15 minutes in. So to get 4 fish already, we're pretty optimistic that we can get our 10 fish today, I hope. So we're gonna speed it up, hit the crankbait now. I think I may pull off the top water and also tie in a lipless. Oh no, they may not be ready for the crankbait yet. I think we're gonna go back to the Senko and the shaky head and just keep fishing along the edge for right now. It might be too early for the crankbait. Alright, we have the back camera rolling, but just a baby anyway. Let's fish number 5 on the Senko. They are just not ready for anything fast yet. Alright guys, 12 inches. Can't always catch the giants. Alright, that's fish number 5. And it's number 4 in the boat on the Senko. It may just be a Senko kind of day. All right, well, we're halfway through our challenge and it is 8:09. So we can do this today. I know I can. I just think we're gonna be stuck fishing slowly. Maybe later on, maybe around 1-2 o'clock when the water really warms up, if I'm still out, maybe we can speed it up a bit. But we're gonna stick with the Senko. I may go over to the underspin at 1.2 with the breeze today and almost fish that like a jig along the edge as well. Hopefully we can get some crankbait action, just because that's our favorite way of catching fish. You guys know that. So all right guys, fish on. Want to get in the boat without losing. All right, fish number 6. All right, relax. Relax. I think it's about 15-16 inches again, maybe even less. So it's not producing big fish, but it's producing fish though. All right, buddy. Let's get a quick measurement on you, see where you were at with your other pals. All right, 14 3/4. Let's get another hook tied on, and we'll continue with the Senko. I'm debating to change over to the shaky head, but I don't know, man. They keep coming on the Senko here, so. All right, we're at fish number 6. 4 more to go to meet our challenge. Wow, look at the size of this crappie. Wow, nice crappie, guys. I don't know if I'm going to count this to my challenge or not, but it is fish number 7. I guess we should, huh? Nice little slab, guys. What do you think? Should we count this to our challenge? I don't know. We'll say fish number 7 if I have to, but I'd rather have it as a bass. This part of our challenge, but it's a nice crappie, guys. Nice crappie. I just saw that white PVC pipe sticking up move, so I don't know if it's a turtle or a gator, but we're gonna cast over there. Ooh. Well, I don't know if you just saw that, but that thing just ripped on our bait. Do not know if that was a fish or what that was. The hook just came flying out. All right, so it's gonna be hard to tell on that one, guys. It pulled pretty hard, so it was either a big fish or it was a turtle. But you know what? I think I'm gonna try again over there just for ha-has. May try a different bait. You know what I may try is I actually may try a shaky head. So we're gonna keep the cameras rolling right now, just to see whatever that was, which I'm hoping it was a bass, will come back after the shaky head. So I don't want to miss it if it is a nice fish. If I can get it in there just right. That looks like a pretty good one. All right, let's see. One's blowing us around. I mean, it ripped hard too, so it's hard to tell. Maybe a little hook shy right now anyway. The only problem when it's windy out and you're trying to fish slow is trying to hold your position. This is when a trolling motor with spot lock on it would really help. You know, it could anchor up, but I don't want to make too much sound. Not sure what that was, guys. I mean, I could try the Senko one more time, because the way that thing tugged, it really felt nice. Who knows, it could have been a gar or a bowfin too, because we got those down here in the south, but we tried. No luck. So to set up my Senko, because I just lost a hook, is I tie my main line to my fluorocarbon leader. So we put a loop in it, we wrap it around about 7 times, and we wrap it back around about 5 times. We go through our same loop that we passed through the first time. And then we kind of moisten it a bit, pull it together, pull on the braid and the fluoro, tighten that knot up. trim our tag ends. And then we attach a 2-watt Senko hook, basically. It's almost like a circle hook to our fluorocarbon leader, and then we attach our worm. What I may do though is I actually may use an O-ring just in case we get another hard bite like that, because it'll be a better chance of a hookup. So we're gonna just kind of start using the O-ring right now. And to put our O-ring on our Senko, we are using the Bass Pro Shop, basically O-ring tool. So you can see I got a bunch of O-rings pre-done on there. And you just slide it down, pretty much center on your bait where you want it. Just work it on and let it pop on there, and put it right in the middle. This way when we put the hook through it, we'll go through that O-ring as well, kind of like on a slight angle, and that O-ring will hold up a little bit more better than just the worm if a fish hits it, and it has a little bit better of a hookup ratio doing it that way. So you can see with the O-ring on there what it looks like. We're looking for 4 more bass, and it'll give us 10 bass to meet our challenge for the day. But if I have to, I'll use that crappie to make it number 10 if needed. Man, that was a light hit. Another light hit, man, and not very big either. Very light hit. Yeah, probably put him about 14. All right, we're gonna count this as fish number 7 right now. Count this as fish number 7 for the moment. See what we can get on the measurement on you. It's gonna be feisty. We're gonna have to hold them on the board. There we go, guys, 14 1/4. They hit so light I didn't even have the back camera rolling, because I try not to keep that rolling that much, because it's just a bunch of footage I gotta download. Usually I keep the back camera on when I'm just, you know, running around fast, crankbaiting, you know, etc., because you never know when that strike's gonna hit. Usually when you do soft plastics, you can slow the camera up a bit because you kind of feel the nibbles and you can kind of start it. But I do apologize for not having the back camera on. But so every fish I've caught on the Senko has been in the 16 to 14 inch mark, so nothing huge yet. Don't be turned off by the Senko because of what I'm catching. You know, just like the Ned and the Senko do catch bigger fish. It's just a matter of finding them. When the wind picks up, the bite gets better, but right now the wind's picked up. It is 9-10 and the bite's actually shut down. So we're gonna go try to, seems like they're just hiding back along the banks, or it seems like it's calmer. Doesn't seem like they're coming out off the banks. So we're gonna still fish along the banks, maybe with the Senko or the shaky. We do have the underspin. We did some casts with that, we got nothing. But definitely want to hit the crankbait later today. I just think the crankbait right now is going to produce a bigger fish over the Senko, and normally that doesn't happen. Normally I catch some nice 18, 19s on the Senko, but today it's just smaller fish, so we need to find the bigger fish, and I think it's going to be on the crankbait more than the Senko. All right guys, fish on. Amazing. It's amazing how you go just a week or two and how fast that crankbait bite has died off. It seems like they want the Senko. Might be a little longer than the other ones this morning, but we'll see. So that should be fish number 8 of bass, at least. Still trying for a 10 for the bass. 17. Look how pretty that is in here in the front. It's got like some green hue to it. It's nice. There, we need 2 more bass to complete our challenge today. 2 more bass. Don't get the lure right on the edge of the pads. I'm not getting a bite, so you gotta get extremely close right now. You know, a lot of times I try not to get on top of the pads, because when you get on top of the pads, it ends up getting caught and you end up pulling the pads in and scaring the fish. So we're getting right on the edge as best as we can. All right guys, fish number 9 caught up, missed on the rear camera. It's a fish number 9. And I don't know if it was a gator or something really big went flying to the pads over there. It's not as big, not that big either, but we'll take it. That's fish number 9. All right, guys, 15 1/4. All right, that's bass number 9, fish number 10. We want one more bass, and really we want 2 more bass in the boat, and then I feel like I really got the 10 bass. You know, we had that one next to the boat this morning and we missed it in the boat, but we'll still count it if needed. Barely feel him hit. All right, fish number 10. 9 in the boat. Man, he was barely hooked too. Barely hooked. Once again, nothing huge. Feels so awkward when I don't have the back camera on, but yeah, he's almost 16, but we'll put him at 15 3/4. All right, I think I'm gonna continue for about another 20 minutes, half an hour around the pads, and then hopefully we can get 10 in the boat. But we're gonna say we met our challenge for 10 fish caught, or 10 bass caught, 1 crappie, so really it's 11 total. So I'm happy with meeting that goal, but definitely to have a little bit more of a funner fight. So we're gonna probably tie a new worm on just to get it straight and a little bit better. And then we're gonna continue onward, and then we'll switch over to the crankbait, I think, for a little while. Almost every Senko bite today, I didn't feel the fish actually hit it. It's when I go to pull the rod up and give the bait a few twitches, I'll feel a little bit of pressure. And then I just set the hook and the fish are there. So it's been very light bites today. Not a really hard thump. Not, you know, just a few little nibbles every now and then, but most of the bait, most of the fish I didn't realize I had on the line until I started to try to move the bait, and I felt a little bit of pressure, set the hook, and they're on there. So they're hitting it very lightly. Man, I hate when I lose fish. You have one on, and you let go. All right, well, we're gonna stop the Senko for right now, but I want to hit a couple spots with the crankbait and just see if we can get a little bit larger fish to have a little bit more fun of a fight. Today's been kind of, smaller fish, so I kind of want to see if I can get a couple bigger fish on the crank. And I'm also going to hit the same spots with the Senko or the shaky head just to see. Maybe they're not going to be that aggressive today to chase the crankbait. Maybe the day of the Senko. So we were able to meet our challenge. We got our 10 plus fish that we wanted. We did circle back around with the crankbait, trying to find some larger ones and catching them on our favorite lure. But this didn't happen. I think we had the crankbait bite a couple weeks ago, and we've had some colder weather since then, and we've had some rain, so I think they're back into their holding pattern where they're just hanging out by the lily pads, and they do not want to chase anything. They want that bait to be dropped right in front of their face for them to go after it. So that's how we caught them. I mean, I went prepared today with 5 rods, a bunch of lures, and end up catching all the fish on 1 rod, 1 lure. It's better being prepared than not prepared anyway, right? But we had a blast. I'm happy I met my challenge. Hopefully this week I'm going to find out. I'm trying to team up with another charity. I have my charity rolling, Tackle for Heroes, but I want to be able to actually hook up with another charity and actually utilize them to help get more people on the water than just me, a smaller person, on YouTube. So I'm hoping that works out. I will keep everybody updated on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. If that does work out, I will find out this week or the week after. But if that works out, we'll be extremely happy, and we'll be able to buy our first rod and reel and some tackle setup for our first hero. So that's going to be fun. I hope that comes together the way we plan. So that's all. That's going to judge what happens next weekend, whether I go out and volunteer or if I go out and go fishing. So either way, I'll be fishing either way. But it'll be a different kind of fishing. So just stay tuned. I'll let you guys know as soon as I know, and it's definitely confirmed. But that's about it. We had fun today. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. As always, be safe on the water, and I'll catch you guys in the water. And I appreciate every one of you. I really do. Thanks for watching.